Hello and welcome to Tech Tutorials. So in this series, this is my very first video, and in this video I'm going to talk about Google Workspace setup. This tutorial is for beginners, job seekers, and even IT admins. So let's directly jump in. So there are two things which is very important. You should have a domain which you want to register with Google Workspace. Second, you need to have the clear cut vision of what kind of Google Workspace plan you want to buy. So I'm considering that you have already made the choice that whether you want to buy business starter plan or business standard plan or business plus plan or even enterprise plan. In this video, I'm going to show the interactive uh, showcasing the business starter plan, how to set up a Google Workspace business starter plan. So I have bought the domain from GoDaddy. I have already made the purchase. So in any case, I'm not doing any sponsoring of any brand. You can buy domain from whichever domain registrar you want to buy from. I personally mostly buy from GoDaddy or Big Rock or Namecheap or whatever domain name companies. So I have bought from GoDaddy. Now, the very first step is once you have bought the domain, the very first step is you register your domain with Google Workspace. Here is the screen of Google Workspace, all the plans. I am going to opt for business starter plan. Simply press start a trial. Type in your name, type in email ID. The domain which I have bought is antrikshtyagi.com. So the email ID which I have, whichever I want, I've just mentioned it. So this ID will be a admin email ID. Here I will mention the domain name which I want to buy. What's your business domain name? Enter your business domain name. Yes, we have put antrikshtyagi.com. Use this domain to set up your account. Next. Provide the secondary email address. So this email ID would act as your recovery email ID. So suppose if uh, you have any alternate email ID, it could be any ID, means Gmail or whatever ID you have. So for now, I'm going to put my Gmail ID, or even I can put my another Google Workspace email ID. How you'll sign in? So let me put my this name, password. I am just choosing any random password, solving the captcha, agree and continue. Once this is done, let me open the email ID which I actually opted for and the password which I have chosen in the filling of the form. By filling the form, sorry. Now the contact number. I'll get one OTP. Here is the OTP. Very quick. That's why I like Google most. Google is very fast. So now see, it's showing Google Business Starter Plan free for 14 days. So let's press it, agree and check out. Okay, the Google Workspace account for your particular business domain. So, very important screen. Usually for many domain registrars, you have to do the domain verification, which is this third step. So the first step, domain buying domain, you have already done. Second was registering the domain, which we have just done. Third step is verifying the domain name. So to verify the domain name, there are two ways. One is automatic. If you are buying from GoDaddy or maybe few others domain registrars, you might find the automatic domain verification process. However, if it's not there, then there would be a step to manually do the verification. So since I have got domain from GoDaddy, I'm going to go ahead with the automatic process. And it's very simple and easy. Just by clicking of a button, it is going to take me to another browser. And since I have already logged into my GoDaddy earlier, I'm going to get to this screen and I have to click connect so that I'm authorizing GoDaddy and my Google account to mutually verifying my identity and the records which needs to be added, it gets populated automatically. However, if it's a manual process, it's even that also is very easy. It's like you just have to need to copy paste the txt record or the cname record, and you have to paste it to your domain DNS panel. If you want me to make a specific video on that topic, then just comment and I'm going to make it that for you. Now on this screen, I just need to put my activate Gmail, and what this step does is that it automatically adds the MX records, which are mail exchange records, to my GoDaddy panel, which means my account is now go live. If anyone sends an email to something at the rate mydomain.com, email will start coming. But there is a catch. I have not even created any email ID yet. So in some Google setups, suppose for the domains which are not fresh, which are already using Microsoft, and you have 50, 100, or maybe whatever number of email IDs, you would want, like, you have to first of all do the data migrations and then you have to go live. So on this screen, it is asking me to add users and aliases or explore Google Workspace features. I will click on add users. Now, creating a user is another very easy step in Google Workspace. Whenever you want to create, so let's say, let me give an example. I want to create one user by the name sample1, ONE1, and the email ID sample at the rate. Let's keep it as is. So if I come below, there is an option to upload a profile photo. If you have one, you can click on it and you can upload any profile photo which you want for that user. Now automatic generate strong password with 16 characters. If you want to use auto generated password which Google gives, you can opt for first. Otherwise, you can create your own password. Suppose I create password XYZ at ABC1, XYZ at ABC1. Let me copy it. Now, if this option is checked in, what happens is when you log into sample email ID with this password, it is automatically ask you to change the password. So you can choose it wisely. If you want, then this password act as a temporary password. If you want this password to be permanent, you just uncheck it and click add new user. Done. That's it. You have created a user. Now, let me show one very important step. This is mxtoolbox.com. When you come here and type the domain name which you have recently registered with Google, you can actually check whether the MX records have been populated. Oh, yeah, it's done. Now, what actually I wanted to check was whether the SPF record has been updated or not. It is updated already. So what is SPF records? This is very interesting. SPF record is sender policy framework. When you add a SPF record, since I'm using Google and I have added a Google SPF record, and I'm using my Gmail, my official Google Workspace Gmail account to send out the emails, automatically worldwide, all the mail servers detect that I am I am not doing any phishing emails. It's a legit email, so Google will send my emails directly in the inbox of the other person. In some cases, we have found that if you are not using SPF records, then they're like very reputed mail servers, or you can say majority of mail servers are going to detect your email as a phishing email or not legit mail or maybe spam email, and your emails might end up getting delivered in the either spam, or in some cases it also gets rejected. So to avoid rejection, just use SPF record. And there are few more other security records, but for that I'm going to make another video, because that is another advanced level of security which any company would want. Guys, so what we have done so far, we have bought the domain, we have registered a domain, we have added the MX record, SPF records, our account is live, and we have created our user as well. That's all for today. We'll be back with admin console settings video very soon, so stay tuned.